I hated reading. Books were boring. English books were even worse. I didn't understand the words. The sentences were too long. The stories were confusing. When I saw a book, I felt tired. Just looking at it made me want to sleep. I was 25 years old. I worked at a coffee shop. Every day, I saw people reading. They sat with their coffee and their books. They looked happy. They looked peaceful. I didn't understand. How could anyone enjoy reading? It seemed like work. Hard, boring work. One day, an old woman came to the coffee shop. She came every Tuesday. She always ordered the same thing. Black coffee. No sugar. She always brought a book. This Tuesday, she left her book on the table. I found it. It was a small book. A children's book. The cover was colorful. There was a picture of a cat. I wanted to return the book, but the old woman was gone. I looked at the book. It was thin. Maybe 50 pages. The title was simple. The Cat Who Wanted to Fly. I smiled. Cats can't fly. That was silly. I opened the book. The first page had only 5 sentences. Big words. Simple sentences. I read them. I understood everything. That night, I couldn't stop thinking about the cat. What happened to it? Did it fly? I still had the book. The old woman would come back next Tuesday. I could return it then. I looked at the book. Just one more page. That wouldn't hurt. I read page 2. Then page 3. Before I knew it, I had read 10 pages. I was surprised. I had just read 10 pages. In English. And I enjoyed it. The next morning, I felt different. I had finished the book. The whole book. In one night. It was a small book, yes. But it was a book. An English book. And I read it. I understood it. I liked it. The cat didn't fly with wings, but it flew in an airplane. The story was simple but sweet. I felt proud. On Tuesday, the old woman came back. I returned the book. Thank you for leaving this, I said. I read it. It was beautiful. The old woman smiled. Her eyes were kind. Did you really read it? She asked. I nodded. Every word. The old woman looked happy. Then you should keep it. A book that makes someone read is a gift. I tried to say no, but the old woman was firm. Keep it. And read more. I kept the book. I put it next to my bed. Every night I looked at it. It made me smile. I wanted to read more. But what? Where could I find easy English books? I searched online. I found a list. Easy English books for beginners. I chose one. The Little Prince. People said it was simple. People said it was beautiful. The book arrived. I was excited. I opened it. The first page was good. I understood most words. Some words were new, but I could guess their meaning. That night, I made a decision. I would read 1 page every day. Just 1 page. That was easy. Anyone could read 1 page. even someone who hated reading, even someone like me. Day 1. I read page 1. It took 5 minutes. Some words were difficult. I wrote them down. I looked them up. I learned them. Day 2. I read page 2. It was easier than day 1. I knew more words now. Day 3. Day 4. Day 5. Every night, 1 page. Some nights, I wanted to read more. But I didn't. Just 1 page. That was the rule. Keep it simple. Keep it easy. Make it a habit. Weeks passed. I was on page 30. I hadn't missed a single day. Not one. Even when I was tired. Even when I worked late. Even when I went out with friends. Every night, before bed, 1 page. It took less than 10 minutes. But it changed my day. It made me feel accomplished. It made me feel smart. It made me feel proud. At work, I noticed something. English felt easier. Customers spoke English. Before, I sometimes struggled. I understood the words, but slowly. Now it was faster. My brain was working differently. Reading every day was training my brain. Like exercise for muscles, but exercise for language. My coworker noticed too. Your English is better. Did you take a class? I laughed. No class, just books. I read 1 page every day. My coworker looked confused. 1 page? That's nothing. But I shook my head. 1 page is everything. It's small enough to do every day. It's big enough to make a difference. I finished The Little Prince after 3 months. 96 pages. 96 days. I cried at the ending. It was beautiful. I understood the deep meaning. I understood the emotions. I understood it all. In English. A language that once felt impossible. Now it felt like a friend. I bought another book. Then another. My collection grew. I read 1 page every day. Sometimes in the morning. Sometimes at night. Sometimes during lunch break. But always 1 page. Minimum 1 page. Some days, I read more. But I never read less. The habit was strong now. Like brushing teeth. Like drinking water. It was part of my life. 6 months passed. I had read 6 books. Different stories. Different worlds. Mystery books. Love stories. Adventure books. My vocabulary grew. I knew hundreds of new words. Words I had never seen before. Words I could now use. Words that made me feel powerful. One day my boss called me. We need someone for the English training program. You would teach new workers basic English. Are you interested? I was shocked. Me? Teach English? But then I thought about it. I had learned so much. I had come so far. Why not? I said yes. Teaching was hard at first. But I remembered my journey. I told my students about 1 page a day. Don't try to read a whole book, I said. Just 1 page. every single day. Small steps, big results. Some students listened, some students tried, and some students changed. Just like me. A year passed. I had read 12 books. I had helped 20 students. I had changed my life. All because of one page. One page every day. People asked my secret. How did you improve so fast? I always gave the same answer. Consistency. Not intensity. I didn't study for hours. I didn't take expensive classes. I just read one page. Every day. No matter what. I learned something important. Big changes don't need big actions. Small actions, repeated every day, create big changes. Reading one page seems like nothing. But 365 pages in a year? That's 3 or 4 books. 3 or 4 books is a lot. Especially when you start from zero. Especially when you once hated reading. I also learned that habits shape identity. At first, I was someone who didn't read. Then I became someone who read one page a day. Then I became a reader. Then I became a teacher. Each step built on the last. Each page led to the next. The journey started with one small decision. Read one page. Just one. Now, I read every day, sometimes one page, sometimes 20. It depends on the day. But I never break the streak. Never miss a day. Because I know that one page is not about the page. It's about the promise. The promise to myself. The promise to keep growing. The promise to keep learning. One page at a time. I still work at the coffee shop. But now I read there too. During my break, I sit with a book. Just like those customers I once watched. Just like that old woman who left a book behind. I wonder about her sometimes. Did she know what would happen? Did she leave that book on purpose? I will never know. But I'm grateful. That small book changed everything. Other workers see me reading. Some get curious. What are you reading? They ask. I show them. I tell them my story. Some people listen. Some people try. Some people start their own journey. One page at a day. I love seeing this. I love inspiring others. I love sharing the gift that old woman gave me. 2 years later, I had read 24 books. My English was fluent now. I could read almost anything. Newspapers, novels, magazines, articles online. The words that once scared me now welcomed me. I could express myself clearly. I could understand complex ideas. I could help others learn, all because I read one page every day. Every single day. For 2 years. My family was proud. My mother bragged to everyone. My daughter reads English books now. She teaches English too. I felt embarrassed, but happy. I remembered when English felt impossible. When books felt like enemies. Now books were my best friends. They taught me. They entertained me. They changed me. One page at a time. The lesson I learned is simple but powerful. You don't need to be talented. You don't need to be smart. You don't need to have time. You just need to start. Start small. 1 page. 1 day. Then another page. Another day. Before you know it, weeks pass. Months pass. Years pass. And you're not the same person anymore. You've grown. You've changed. You've become someone new. I tell everyone now. Friends. Family. Students. Strangers at the coffee shop. Read 1 page. Every day. In English. Or any language. Or anything you want to learn. Just 1 page. Don't think about the whole book. Don't worry about how long it takes. Just focus on today. 1 page today. That's all. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Some people think I'm crazy. 1 page is too small. It won't make a difference. But I know better. I lived it. I proved it. 1 page does make a difference. 1 page every day for a year is bigger than reading 10 pages once a month. Consistency beats intensity. Always. In language learning. In exercise. In any skill. Small daily actions beat big occasional efforts. Today, I have a new goal. I want to read 50 books in English. At 1 page a day minimum, it will take years. But I don't care. I'm not in a hurry. I enjoy the journey. Each page is a gift. Each book is an adventure. Each day is progress. And progress, no matter how small, is what matters. The girl who hated reading became a woman who loves learning. The person who avoided English books became someone who teaches English. The one who thought she couldn't became someone who did. And it all started with 1 page. 1 simple page. 1 small decision. 1 daily habit. That changed everything.